Hello everyone, today we'll be talking about a new game that has just launched on Early Access on Steam called Breach. I've been following Breach since it's been announced, and I was an early alpha tester, as well as playing a little bit in the Early Access. So for anyone who doesn't know what Breach is, it's basically this really cool take on kind of dungeon crawler cooperative gameplay. It's basically you load up into a mission, you just try and complete the mission with a group of friends. And it's very similar to like a Killing Floor-esque type thing as you get stronger throughout the match and the enemies also get stronger. The big thing about Breach that sets it apart from other games like this is the competitive aspect of it, or I should say the PvP aspect, which is the Veil Demon. The Veil Demon is basically what changes the game and makes every mission different, because the Veil Demon is trying to stop you from progressing throughout the map. The Veil Demon can be controlled by an AI or another player, and this is really what's supposed to shake up Breach and allow it to basically thrive in a very difficult, or I would say unpopular market. I find that games like these aren't usually super popular. As we go down through, one of the big things, of course, about games like this is the different kind of classes. So you see you could scroll through here. There's 24 customizable classes. Now, what do they mean about customizable? Well, for every class, you can actually master the class and then use their abilities in another class with the same school of magic. So if you see right here, the Elementalist has School of Arcane, has its own abilities, your main abilities that just have your standard cooldown, an ultimate, and what's called a standard ability or a signature ability, which is your right click, which just is basically an extra ability. All of these characters can also basic attack using the left click. So as you play through with these characters, you level them up, unlock new items for them, and eventually you will be able to create your own class based on which abilities you have unlocked from other schools of magic. So let's just say Arcane Mender you could mix with a Chronomancer. So I don't really like the Purification. It's very good depending on the type of Veil Demon that you're running against. For example, some Veil Demons can root your party, and it's great for that because it removes the root. But otherwise, it's not that great. Maybe you're not going against a Veil Demon that can do that. So you might want to remove Purification in, say, Temporal Field, which will slow everybody in the field. And you can basically use any of the base classes, or the idea is eventually you can make your own class. The other thing that this game has is I don't think they have an option or anywhere to see it here. But as you progress through the level, you can get level ups. What these level ups will do is it will show you a upgrade you can get that doesn't necessarily affect your abilities. It can if you equip the right items. However, it mostly affects stuff like you get an extra dash, or you get an extra potion, or potions will make you invincible for 2 seconds. Things of that nature. Now, the Veil Demon, there are different classes of Veil Demon. So here let's just look at the Chaos Weaver, just to give you an idea of what the Veil Demon can do. So Sheath of Sorrow places a breach. A breach is basically an area that is coming from the Veil, which is this alternate dimension, and will try to hinder you in some way. In this situation, it sends out crystal sheaths that impales enemies for 600 damage and stuns them. This is one of those situations where if you were the Arcane Mender, you could cleanse the stun. So this demon is basically meant to damage and keep everyone on their toes. We have, what's another good demon to go over? World Shaper is a great one, because what the World Shaper wants to do is create obstacles that you have to play around that is going to try and separate you. For example, one of the things I've seen World Shaper demons do a lot is summon an elite, which is something that they can do. They can summon elite mobs, as there are mobs in all of the dungeons, and then they will trap your healer, say, in the Grail Cage. So your healer has to try and kill the elite, or survive long enough for your DPS to break the cage to help with the elite. Your healer goes down in the cage with the elite. while the Veil Demon is also wreaking havoc, it can get pretty difficult to try and deal with it. So, I have played this game for I think I have about 7 hours logged so far, which isn't very much. I'm sure a lot of other people have a lot more hours logged, but I got a pretty good idea of the game in that amount of time. And that in and of itself can sound worrying, as I only played for 7 hours and I feel like I've seen a lot of what the game has to offer. And I will say I didn't get to play Veil Demons as much as I would have liked to. And I didn't get to try all the classes. So I think a big part of this game is going to be coming from customizing your own class and trying to optimize your builds, which will come with time, and that's something that the alpha didn't give us, is I didn't have enough time to play to unlock all of the characters or try and make my own classes. But once you are able to do that, I can see this being a lot more fun. You can also get, the different Veil Demons. Playing a Veil Demon is a blast. I played like 2 or 3 games with it, and I was just having fun the whole time. Just something about just completely trolling the other team is basically what you're doing, and it just feels great to do. So, that's basically what I think of Breach as of right now. You can buy Breach on Steam. There are 3 options you can buy, all with unlocking different things. I'll see if I can find where it has the different kits. Okay, we're going to load up Steam here to see what the different kits are. It should say what each comes with. So this is the starter DLC. As you can see, this is $28.99. This is the one I have. I pre-ordered it. So this comes with all of the base classes, as well as the World Shaper Veil Demon class. So all of these classes you'll get when you start up the game, and you can switch between them and level them up. They all level up individually, and then all of those levels combined brings you your current level. Now, if we just go back, we'll take a look at the next step up, which would be the Veil Demon Breach Pack. And that one's $45.49. If we're looking at that, it comes with everything that the the starter kit comes with, as well as the Veil Shifter Demon class, Dark Artificer, Soul Fiend, and it just basically comes with a bunch of Veil Demon classes, as well as some cosmetics that you can also use. The last bundle would be the Hero Bundle, and that just basically comes with what the other 2 ones come with, as well as a bunch of other classes that are currently in the game. One other thing about this game that I would like to mention is, in theory, it follows your healer, DPS, tank, holy trinity that you would come to expect from MMOs, but it does work a little bit differently in this game, in where you don't need to have a tank or a healer or DPS. Like, you don't need specific things. You can make anything work. For example, one strategy that me and my friend would use during the alpha would be to both play a tank that uses a lot of lifesteal. And that way, we would each split up, take a breach, try and make sure the ads are attacking us as much as possible, while the 2 DPS would just burn them down. And we could keep ourselves topped up pretty well. Now, there were some demons that took advantage of this and focused the DPS down, and once the DPS were down, we would be getting overwhelmed, and it's a lot of risk. It seems like the best strategy is probably a tank, a healer, 1 DPS that can kind of lifesteal a bit, and then just a straight DPS. You had a lot of success with that. Or like 2, a healer and a support, a DPS and a tank. Supports are all, healers are considered supports as well, but there's different types of supports. Some being kind of mess with the enemy rather than heal the team. Like, for example, the Chronomaster is a support, I believe. It's considered a support, and it buffs allies, debuffs enemies, and that's how it kind of supports the team. There is also health potions that can be used to heal yourself, so that's the kind of idea you're looking at. I will be playing Breach in the future and making videos about it, so if you do want to know more about this game, please do keep an eye on the YouTube channel, and of course my stream, that'll be linked down below, to get updated when, I'm playing Breach. And I am really excited to play this game a lot. My biggest concern is the longevity of it, because in the alpha I was already getting bored after about 7 to 10 hours. I played for 7 hours. I was starting to get bored. I'm hoping that it's just because I didn't have the means to play as many classes and there wasn't as much versus happening. But hopefully once now this is in early access, we'll have a lot more to do. But that's pretty much Breach. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you got any questions, leave it down in the comment below, and I'll definitely try to address your concerns or comments. But yeah, if you guys are interested in Breach, definitely give it a try on Steam. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm very excited to play it. But as of right now, that's all I have for this video. So please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Make sure to follow the Twitch in the description below. And as always, guys, this is Taullaris, signing out.